tables walk as the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's Drafts, your new homegrown.
Hello good people and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Let's get right into this draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm. Now as always I will say my picks, why I do them. We are currently in Platinum. Let's see if we can get closer to Diamond. And if you have any feedback for me, please do let me know. Also, if you like what I do, feel free to click some buttons to help out the channel. And let's hope that we open something sweet and especially maybe something in one color, so it's easy to go into, well, anything that's open pretty much. All right. Let's see what we get. All right. So interesting commons and uncommons would be a Whale of War. I think this is actually pretty good. A 3-mana instant remove, what is it, return 2 things from the graveyard is pretty good. I like the Kinguard in a go wide deck, Channel Dragonfire. I also like the Pack Beast. This is 3-color rare, which I think is good enough to first pick, even though it is 3 colors. If you play this and you can actually counter something or destroy something, I think it's very, very strong. And since it is in black, green, blue, the Surveil 3 can also be very important, simply because you want to put renew things into the graveyard. If there was a very good uncommon in this set that was above rate, I would maybe pick it over this rare. But I think this is good enough to actually just take. And we will pick many cards that we're not going to play. So if this color combination is not open, so be it. There's a Shrine Keeper, which I really like. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. I think that's actually pretty good. Otherwise the Procession would be nice, but I wouldn't be surprised that this one comes around. I think I'll go for the Winternight Stories here. Otherwise the Appraiser would also be very good. But I think the Winternight Stories is good enough. 3-mana, draw something, and if you do something with Harmonize or Renew, I think you will have plenty of creatures that you won't mind putting into the graveyard. So I'm just going to play that. Okay, so there's the Sagu Pummeler, which is an example of something that you could put into the graveyard. Though there's also this Fresh Start, which I really like. At least I think it is pretty good. It's pretty much a removal spell. It's very good against flyers. I'm not sure which one it should be. This does the whole thing that we want to do, but this is a removal. I don't think this one will come around, but I'm going to take the Fresh Start. I hope that we can pick up plenty of Renew cards or Harmonize cards or whatever. Okay, so I like these two. I think this one is the best in any black-green counters deck. I don't think that's what we want to do here. Strategic Betrayal is pretty good. I also like this Essence Anchor, but I think the Betrayal is probably the best card here. I would like one or two of these if we actually got some ways to return or remove stuff from the graveyard. But I think I'm going to take this pretty decent removal spell. Alright, well, Rejuvenator is good. It mills. And then it ramps. I don't think we need the ramp, but we could use the mill, I think. I also like this dragon. I'm not sure yet if we want to be main blue-green or blue-black. I'm just going to take the Rejuvenator. Alright. I'm not sure how good this is, but I think it's a strictly better, what is it, Syncopate, I guess. And we will eventually probably end up with some stuff that has counters, and it is a flexible counter spell. I mean, with 4 power. Okay, so I'm taking the Agent of Codis, simply because that's one of the things that you would like to discard and triggers any leave the battlefield triggers. Okay. Here I'll take the 100 Battle Veteran, because we are going to try and fill the graveyard. And maybe we'll pick up something with counters, so that this will still be a decent card. So this was our opening pack. The green card didn't come around. Guess I'll take the removal spell here. I mean, it's not really a removal spell, but it does the trick. And of course I prefer not to play it. I'll take the Nurturer, just as a body. Stay alive. Guess I'll take this as a top end. Yeah, if we really go the distance with the milling, maybe this card is playable. Oh, there we go. Well, slamming this Revenant. We've played it together before with the Veteran, and it was absolutely crazy. I would like the Pummeler to come around, but I don't expect it because, you know, we also didn't get the first one. But I'm going to take this Revenant easily. Now there's a removal spell. There's also a Globe and this Bewildering Blizzard, but I think we need a removal spell here. Don't really care about the warrior tokens, but you know, I think it's good enough. Maybe the Riverwalk technique is better for us. I'm actually not sure. I think I want to stay out of the sorceries for the biggest part. We're not getting any rewards for stuff leaving the graveyard, unfortunately. Yet, at least. Okay, so that's not in our colors. I don't really care too much about the priest. We could take the devotee or the barons, but it's not in the right colors. Yeah, nothing in this pack really excites me. Let's just take the 2-drop here with a potential upside to do some fixing. Packs are overall pretty weak. I'm going to take the Vanguard just as a solid playable, but it's all just mediocre. Nothing that we're really looking for. I like the Dragon Hunt, but we're not in red. Shrine Keeper would be a double splash for us, unfortunately. I'm going to take the Devotee, simply because it helps with the fixing. Okay, well, I like the Sage a lot. Would also like this Devotee, but I think I'm going to take the Sage here. White-black seemingly open. Very open. Let's see if we can pick up one more of these veterans. Overall, it's a bit of a mishmash. We didn't get any graveyard stuff, so I think it's just going to be a solid, hopefully a solid deck. I'm going to take this Whale of War. We do have some self-mill, and I think this will do quite some work. Would still like some tapped lands though, but not seeing any in the colors that we like. Curve is looking okay. We just need some more creatures. Well, actually, creatures look pretty decent. Okay, there's a Procession, which I'm going to take. I mean, it's no big problem that we cannot cast this on turn 2, simply because we won't have a lot to return on turn 2. Mill 2 cards, gain 2 life. Another Betrayal. Maybe the Agent is better. No, I'm just going to take the removal spell. I'll take this Technique. I think this is one of the better uncommons for blue. Don't think I care about any of these. I hope not to be playing this. I think this is a decent card, but it is mostly meant for flurry purposes. Was hoping to pick up some of the birds, which lets you exile stuff from the graveyard and then get a trigger. Okay, so this is in our colors. Oh, this one is also pretty decent. And, well, I hope that one of these two comes around, or maybe the Appraiser. But I'm going to take this. 3-mana destroy target non-land permanent is all very strong. So let's just do this. Not double splashing for that one. There's a Wayfarer, which does a lot of milling. But it's a green card, unfortunately. It's going to be an Agent or an Unending Whisper. I think the Whisper might be the better card here. So let's just take that. Yeah, I'm not even sure what is open here. Getting very mixed signals. And we are going to try and go for the late game. I mean, we want this to pretty much die and then return and then get some value from it, I guess. But as I said before, I was hoping to get some of the... When it leaves the graveyard, you get a card or whatever. But we're not seeing any of those. And I don't think we will. I think we can go for another Blizzard here. Draw 3 cards at instant speed is good anyway. And we do need to do some cuts. Hope to get one more of these, but I don't think we will. Not sure how good the Rejuvenator is. There's the Sculptor, which I like. So now our self-mill is actually better. Mountain or forests. Coming spell can't be countered. I don't think that's actually that bad. Let's just take it. I mean, it's a land. It won't be much ado. My goodness. Could have had 2 of those. Yeah, I think... okay, that's actually pretty good. I think I'll take it over the Night Watch. We could use a top-end creature. Now we'll take the Night Watch. And... don't need that anymore. We have some self-mill. Yeah, well, it was an interesting draft. I don't expect much from this deck, but maybe it will just be amazing, but I don't think it will. So we've got some self-mill, we've got some return from the graveyard stuff. And that's pretty much it. We do need to do 2 more cuts. With double Whale of War, I don't think we need the Procession, and it will make our mana a bit better. But we did not really pick up on any tap lands. I might be mistaken, but I don't think I saw any of these colors. What are we going to cut? Oh my goodness, we only have 2 2-drop creatures. Okay, let's cut 1 Blizzard. Yeah, I'm not sure where it went wrong. I think this is not a good deck at all. It kind of felt as if these colors were open enough, but there was just no reward for graveyard synergy stuff. Okay, so we've got all the 3 colors, but no 2-drop, unfortunately, or 3-drop. But if the opponent goes aggressive, we could play Whale of War. I am keeping. I think the 3-color is very valuable for us. And let's just hope to at least hit a 2-drop. Seems like that's not going to be the case. Also natural 3 colors, that's nice. Let's hope this mills us something that we can return. And otherwise we can use the sculptor to exile stuff that we're not using. Oh, why are we only drawing lands? Well, we will get 3 damage from this. And then I'll play the Rejuvenator simply because it can block. Yeah, but this is just very meh. Okay, so he's just playing that out. He's going to get the Rejuvenator, I think. I think he should go for the Rejuvenator. Simply because it's the best blocker in this board state. He did not choose anything that is interesting. Seems like he has enough removal. So we could return that. If he attacks with both, I'm just going to block the Rhino. We are under quite some pressure, simply because we didn't get any creatures to play on turn 1, 2, and 3. And if he wants to use the trick, so be it. But man, we are drawing a lot of lands. I think the mistake that I made this draft was just first picking the rare and staying in those colors. But those colors seemed open enough, so maybe I missed on some clear signs at some point. And I don't want to play red, because I'm just bad at it. Sure. Yeah. Now we are drawing creatures, but I think it's too late. Okay, so he's just going to tap that down. Yeah. I think we're just dead here. First game is a disaster. We could live if we do some very unfortunate blocks, but if he plays 2 spells, we're just dead. Or if he casts a removal spell. Yeah, never mind. Pretty crappy, pretty crappy. Maybe it was a bad keep, but drawing so many lands didn't really help. Game number 2. I honestly don't expect any wins with this deck. I mean, we've got some good cards, but there's no cohesion. No blue, but we've got the Devotee to maybe do something afterwards. Okay, so I'm keeping this. 3-drop at least. Oh. Well, I think this will be difficult. This will have dealt 6 damage to us before we can do anything else. Unless we top deck a creature now, but what is a creature? I think I'm going to keep this Whale of War to somewhat wipe his board. Okay, so there's another one. Next turn we can do Familiar. One of those... I think I'll take a land actually. Yep. And if he attacks I will block, but I assume he has some kind of removal spell and attacks with the effigy, so we'll get 6. Okay. That is unfortunate. Counter target creature or enchantment spell. I don't mind just blocking with this, gaining 3 life and surveilling 3. And if it dies, that's fine, because we can get it back with a Whale of War. Yeah, so let's just try this. And I think the gain 3 life is very nice here. Okay. I think I want to prevent him from tapping. Guess I'll keep up a counter spell. And if he uses a trick now still, that's fine. Okay, well, that's also fine. At least we know he's not going to play anything else anymore. So let's just do this. And block with the Night Watch if he attacks, and then we can return both creatures, which is good enough, I think. Okay. Very glad he's attacking. Okay. Let's just go for the best blocker in this case, and yet again I will just block if it happens. Ugh. Yeah, I'll take another swamp. So we've got to find a way to kill that. But we can take some beating and this will hopefully grow. Well, we are. This Spectral Denial is pretty mediocre. He should have played it the other way around, by the way. He would have dealt 1 more damage. Oh, they have Death Touch, my goodness. Ugh. Oh, we've got to get rid of the Butcher. We're almost pretty dead here. Please give me some kind of removal. Well, that, I don't think that's enough. Okay, so we can kill the Dude, if he attacks again, then use the Whale of War to give everything -1. And that might work. And maybe it's good enough. Okay, so that has Menace. And I'm just going to surveil again. Unless he... Okay, so let's do this first. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I should have done that first. Let's just destroy that enchantment then. It is sad that we lose our graveyard, but you know, that's life. Okay, so now we need to get a little bit more offensive. And I'll just go wide here. I think this is the best strategy. Okay. That helps. So now I'm just going to attack with these two. Oh, of course, he still has the Sun Shield. Okay, well, maybe we can get back from this. This Blizzard is actually a very good top deck. I'm just keeping it, by the way. Oh, it's, of course, I should have done that. My goodness. I'm actually not paying attention here. I could have put way more pressure on the opponents. And he's top decking a lot of lands, so... Well, we got there, but we were lucky that he top decked a lot of lands. And, you know, we weren't dead with the Bewildering Blizzard. Saved by the Whale of War. Didn't think I would have it, but it actually worked pretty well. Right. Game number 3. Let's see if we can maybe end on a 3-3 note with this mediocre, maybe even crappy deck. No green, but we'll find it with the Unending Whisper. Yeah. Oh, this is fancy. I'm not sure how he got it, but... Well, it is land, but not the green one. That's also not the green one. He's giving us some time, which is good. Okay. Something we can play. Maybe he will counter it, I don't know, but... It would be very unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, maybe it could have helped us find the forest that we need. This is why the devotee is nice. but you need to have it in your hand. Wow, opponent also playing nothing. Well, I guess we're just both playing nothing. That's it. Not going to run into another counter spell. Let's just try this. I mean, if he wants to counter this, so be it. Another Whale of War. Interesting. Why is he not playing anything? Okay, so he wants to get maximum value from his flurry, I guess. Oh my goodness. This makes absolutely no sense. All the blue, all the black, but 0 green. Still no green. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we can do multiple things. We can bounce the stalwart, but that would be bad. Yeesh. I'm going to have to wait until he blocks with the stalwart so that this gets good. And let's just Riverwalk technique the Shrine Keeper, I guess. At least try to. How can we not draw any green source? This is just... Oh, that is a good card. Well, at least we can attack. I hope he blocks with a stalwart. It would be nice. Oh, that's also pretty decent. Maybe that's even better. Yeah, let's just play this out as a flying death touch dude. And if he kills anything, we will just return the Night Watch. So he wants to kill that. Oh, actually exile that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this sucks. We have to get the Night Watch to find one of the many forests in our library. This is just... my goodness. What do you do? There's a forest. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's attack. Hope that he blocks with the stalwart. That the betrayal actually becomes good. Oh. Darn it. That is unfortunate. One card in his graveyard. We've got another green source. But we are going to take quite some damage here, and we don't have any good attacks. Next turn we can kill the Shrine Keeper, I guess. Yeah, we are pretty much dead here. depending on how he blocks. Wow. Okay, so I think we kill the Shrine Keeper first. And we have to play the Sculptor. Okay, he takes it. Let's go for the Betrayal. Not because he's going to sacrifice anything useful, but I want to exile his graveyard. And now I will take 6 damage if he attacks with both. Oh, I will take 4. Oh, he's going to do some breath sweep. Okay. Yeah, we are... Well, we're not dead yet. But we are very close to dying. I hope we mill our Revenants. That would be very nice. Okay, well now we are just dead. Yeah, that was not what I was going to say, by the way. Good game. Wow, that was absolutely crazy. Never seen anything like that. Oh, I only have 3 forests. Well, that does explain it, by the way. Okay. Well, I guess mana is just terrible in this deck. I'm not going to put in more because I want to play my things on turn 1, 2 and 3, clearly. Wow, forced. Yeah, I'll keep this. Hope we draw something useless to get rid of with the stories. Or something useful and then we can get it back, so that's fine. Devotee, okay. Yeah, we're not going to need that for now. Now we drew all our forests, by the way, which is crazy. So let's just go Rejuvenator. Mill some cards. Okay, okay. I'm not going to block. I would like the mana from this thing. So we've got 6, what is it, 7 mana? I think it's best just to add to the board, kill his, or at least stun his Death Toucher. And if he plays more 1/1s, I will use this in a different way. Rakshasa is a nice target to get back, by the way. So we might do that. Okay. Sure. The question is, do we trade this for the Sage? Maybe. We have another Whale of War, so... Oh. Guess there's no need to trade anything. Interesting. So we can do both. Let's just see what he does. Might flash in the familiar block the Tawny back and then get the Familiar plus the Rakshasa back. I guess that's a good play. Depending, of course, on what he does. I think he'll just attack with both. I don't really care about countering that one, simply because it's very useful from the graveyard. Seems like he's going to do something. So let's just try this. Okay. Good enough. Okay. So we can pretty much clean up his board now. It is unfortunate that we don't have any other black source, so we cannot do both of these. But I think this is still the best thing to do. No, I'm not going to attack. I don't care about the damage. If he's going to put a counter on something and he wants to attack with a menace, then he can get some cards. And now I'm just going to double block, of course, if he attacks. Still going to double block, I'm fine with it. He has to double block it, so I don't think he will block it. And we still have enough mana to do both, so let's just do this. He'll probably go for the merchant, of course. Yeah. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so we can do both. Okay. Nothing really interesting to get back from the graveyard, to be honest. Guess I'll just do this. Oh, that is lovely. All cards are lovely. Don't think this is particularly good at the moment, so I'll play it later. Yeah. And now I'll just go Revenant and keep up the Bewildering Blizzard. That is a good card. Okay. Yep. I think it's still all looking pretty good here. If he attacks, I'll just block with the Rakshasa or whatever. Let's just get this thing back. Yeah, I've got lots of stuff to exile actually. And I think we have lethal now. Simply because he'll have one 8/8 creature left. We have 5 menace and 6 in the air. Okay, good game. Well, we got our second win with the crappy deck. This is all pure skill, by the way. Just so you know. This could be the last game, maybe. All right. Yep, keeping it. We've got the green with the devotee, if we need it. Good play. Ooh, another one. That also gives green. Okay. At least we have a decent blocker for that. I'm not going to use a fresh start on that. I'm just going to assume that our opponent has probably some Jeskai stuff we want to use this on. Or that one. Let's just make that one a bit beefier. Hold the board. Get to play one of these two. I see. So that's something we can use a fresh start on. But I assume he's going to do the flurry thing with the 2-drop. Sarkhan be a very, very strong card. He is thinking a lot. Well, this is unfortunate. So we're taking 6. Maybe you should have put it on the devotee. Let's go for the biggest blocker. But he's going to deal 4. Oh, he's going to deal way more. Strange. Kinda expected him to go on the practitioner. Mana is not great. Well, actually, well, we do have 6. but we have to tap that. So let's go this, and then on his turn, use the fresh start. Probably on his attacks, but he will still get the +1 trigger. Pack Beast is good. Cannot say otherwise. Yeah, well, he's got a strong deck. He's curving out nicely, doing all the things. Now he's just wondering, what do I do? Oh, that is actually a dragon, isn't it? Oh, it's a human scout, okay. That is not too bad. Yeah, so I can take that. This one can jump, that one can block. But it's not ideal. I think we have to go for the blizzard here. But we need to draw some real action. We can block the starry-eyed Skyrider and kill it. We can block the devotee. Assuming that he does nothing crazy. Could also block the Sarkhan. Maybe that's better. Or the Pack Beast. I think the Sarkhan is the most dangerous one. Opponent has all the answers here. And now our trick is gone. Yeah, he is just going absolutely bananas. I don't think there's anything that we can do here. We can prevent quite some damage, but it's just... He can deal 1 damage if he attacks with 2. Okay. Oh, and that even comes in tapped. Oh. I think we're just dead here. Yeah, never mind. Good game. So the deck did as I expected. It wasn't amazing. We got a lot of the graveyard stuff, but not any of the payoffs, unfortunately. Which is a common theme that I have with this color combination, where I do pick up quite some stuff, which can return stuff from the graveyard and do fancy stuff, but then pick up none of the creatures that actually benefit from it. I think someone else was also in the colors, by the way, simply because we passed on the anchor thing, which makes zombies, and we didn't get it back. So not my best draft, I must admit, not my best plays as well, but I hope you still enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to click some buttons to help me out, and I hope to see you another time. Goodbye.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.